Good morning, everyone. I came coming on this morning to do a little makeup with you guys. I'm not sure how intense I'm going to go at this particular moment. I just got on some eye patches and I need to put on my serum. I would also wanted to say at approximately sometime between 10 and 10:15 this morning, Central Standard Time, that I will be going live. We're going to do clothes try on. I really need some opinions other than my own. Yes, that's right. I said opinions other than my own. Most people don't like those. Other people's opinions, but I do. So we're just putting on my going with my morning routine. So that was hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. You take those eye patches off. I feel like my eye patches were not doing the job that they're supposed to be doing. I feel like probably the patches were just a little dried out. Let's see. Let's go in with our collagen moisturizer. We are still testing this these dollar store finds. Yeah. So far, I feel like they're working just fine, and that something is better than nothing. So we're just doing a little. Okay. I'm a little concerned. I have no idea what happened here on this part of my face. So I got a spot right here. There's a couple spots right there. And then this spot right here behind my ear feels sore, but I'm looking at it here in the viewfinder and there's nothing there. So perhaps it's just a tender spot. And maybe that's why if you can see here, my lymph node is inflamed. So yeah, that's not feeling very good for me. Let's see. So we have our moisturizers on. My eyes are feeling kind of dryish this morning. They don't typically feel that way. So this is a Tula eye balm, and I'm going to apply it around my eyes. Yeah, I'm thinking like that still feels rather dry. So last night, I was testing out eyeliners because I had quite a stack of them, and sometimes things dry out or they don't work as well, or you're just not happy with them. So I had this stack of eyeliners, and that feels a little better. I don't know. I'm feeling really dry here around my eyes. Which is unusual because most of the time people's eyelids are a little bit oily. But, so, yeah, moving on. I tested out these eyeliners. I found a couple that I needed to get rid of. I found a couple duplicates that I need to take some, at least one of them, and then store it for later, preferably the unopened one, of course. And then I noticed that there was a couple eyeliners that when it was just my, when I was just applying it to my eyelid, it didn't, they really didn't want to leave any color payoff behind. And so, like, after I would wipe that away with, I would use a makeup cleansing cloth and this Clinique take the day off makeup remover, and I would wipe that away. When the eye had a little bit of oil on it from then those particular sticks would glide right over, so and apply the pigment very nicely. So my miserly self doesn't want to get rid of those, because okay, I know that if I do this, that they will work. But I also know that if I'm going to use those, I need to use them prior to applying my eyeshadows. So, yeah. All right, so let's see. There's been a little bit of time for our foundation or not our foundation, sorry. There's been a little bit of time for our moisturizers to settle in. I forgot to take my medicine last night, so I'm taking everything now that I should have taken last night. Oh, I just dropped one that I should have taken last night, except for my sleeping pills. So, let's take those. And then I have some more to take. So, these are my morning medications, and really, as far as medication goes, in the morning. I forgot to put something in there. I forgot to put there it is. Acid blocker is what it is. Okay, let's get that up. So, in the morning, I only really need to, only have 2 medications that I have to take. And one's the acid blocker, and the other is a thyroid medication. And the rest of these, I don't know if you can see them. Here we go. And, here we go. Yeah, so the rest of these are all vitamins and minerals, and so let's see, I have a vitamin D, I have a B complex, I have a DHEA, I have a calcium plus D, I have a CoQ10, I have a B12, I have a multi, I have magnesium, and there's something missing here. It feels like it anyway. Then I also take zinc and biotin, which right now what I have in those come in the form of gummies, and then extra vitamin C. So, but I still feel like I'm missing something here. I don't know what though, at this particular moment. But anyway, here goes. That big old handful. You see that extra swallow? Yeah. All right. I thought you probably did. Yes, I will take it. I will even take it with my coffee. All right. So I'm kind of in the mode that I would like to, I don't know, I really want to do my eyebrows first. And I bought that Wet n Wild pencil in soft brown, and then the blonde in the pomade from L'Oreal. I like those, but I'm actually, you know, I'm missing my I'm missing my auburn. So I am going to get out the pomade anyway, because I think I'm going to mix the blonde and the auburn. But the first thing I'm going to do is get this brow setter. So we're gonna comb it this way, and then with this other side, we'll back comb as well. Then we're gonna comb it out. We're gonna go ahead and let the eyebrows dry. So we'll put the Anastasia brow setter. And the name is all worn off, but it's we'll put that back in to its little container. Another thing I did last night was do a little rearranging on my interior jar here, my middle jar. What I like to do is I like to have blush brushes with brush, contour brushes with contour, powder brushes with powder, of course, and so forth. So I did a little bit of rearranging, and I found that I could actually pull that off with just a little slight adjustment in here in the jar. So I was happy I was able to do that. Yeah, so I'm just kind of talking at this moment, aren't I? Let's see. I think that I want to use, as my eyeshadow base today, I want to actually just go ahead and use some concealer. Yeah, we don't need a whole lot. See how little I put on there? But it's just enough that it changed the color. Like, it covered the res. It didn't change the color, but it covered the redness in my eyelids. So, yeah. And before, I actually never used to use an eye primer. I always just put a little, and I'm not a big, like I've told you before, I'm not a person that's big on using concealers, but I have some, so I'm going to use it. But I would just put a little foundation on my eyes, just a little tiny bit, and I found that if you do that, you just put a thin, very, very, very thin amount, that it dries rather fast, and it does make a pretty good base for your eyeshadows to go on top of. If you feel like you don't want to use eyeshadow, it takes the redness, you know, it just covers your redness, and so then you can just apply a little eyeliner, but it gives you, you know, a little something to your face. So I'm thinking of what I want to do with the today. I don't really know if I want to apply a lot of eyeshadows, because I got clothes that we're going to try on, and I kind of want whatever that we pick to put on to go with any makeup I have. So I think I'm going to go just with a black eyeliner. So yeah, let's see. that one doesn't come, well, it turns, but, okay. Well, this is the Il Makiage Batman liner. So, I'm just going to, I'm going to line here right next to the lash line. And it's okay if it's not just exactly perfect. We're going to go in and smudge that up with a black shadow. Okay. 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 That's, I like, actually, yeah, so we're actually gonna smudge that. I got the other ends of this brown one. I just wanna, it's supposed to be, this little nodule on the end is supposed to be soft. However, I feel it's rather hard, and I don't feel like it actually smudges that well. And I don't think anything that feels rough, if anything feels rough on your eyes, get it away from your eye immediately. So this felt rough. I don't know what that's just too rough. So we won't use that. Let's put, all right. Then let's do this side. I do hold my eye out a little bit, and a lot of individuals will tell you that's not really something you should do, because when you let go of your eye, it's going to go back to the position that your eye is going to be in all day. Durr. Of course it is. Now let's do the last line. Yeah, I got that one good. Okay, I think we have both eyes. Instead of, I'm going to use this, I'm going to see about this little, let me see about this little brush here, maybe for smudging out that line. All right, now we can go in. I wanna, yeah, that worked because my all right, let's go in with our eyebrow pencil. I'm gonna start with the coming under and then going to the top, so it's like a crisscross, bringing that line out. See how I just brought it out just a little bit? Okay, so then we're gonna do this side and do the same thing. Go up and then bring it out. See there? We brought that tail out there. All right. Mm. 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 Alrighty. Then I want to go in and take the blonde dip brow from Beverly Hills, not Beverly Hills, L'Oreal, and I just want to go in. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, I have the TV on in the background, and I'm quite aware that you can see it. I can slightly hear it. So that's good for my nerves. All right. Another little dip. I'm thinking I like the mixture of the blonde and the auburn together. Okay, so we're just going to do the front of the brow here. You see there? All right. See, and that was just a light amount of pressure. I want to get this one a little darker. There we go. I need a little more right here. All right. Yeah, that's all right. It's not the best. I know. It's not the best. And I haven't slept. I wasn't able to sleep last night because I didn't take my medicines. I'm going over this black with a kind of champagne-y color. I don't know. I just thought that would help it to stay, this color, the champagne color, to stand out. Because I know I've used this before, and it did not. It didn't really show up very well. So with that black, I initially thought I would go over this with a black eyeshadow, but I think this is good. So I'm not going to apply any eyeshadow, but what I am going to do is take this little bronzer right here that I have. I know. Ooh. All right. I'm going to take this bronzer. Come on, bronzing brush. This is the brush I use to contour my nose. I will also use it here. I'm going to use it here in this area and down to apply this bronzer to my eyes. We don't really need any shadow. I think we have a nice little, and this can go all the way up to your brow if you want it to, or you can just take it through the crease. I'm doing the whole, so there we go. Yeah, I'm doing the whole eye. All right, just gonna take it there. My eyes are still feeling pretty dry. This is not normal. Okay. I think I want to put a little. I want to put a little bit more. Okay. All right. So there's the bronzer. I'm trying to decide. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to decide which, well, let's use our e.l.f. setting spray today. So we're going to shake that. I'm going to shake it out. Oh, cover my coffee. Okay. Ooh, I felt a little bit of it run. That means I got it too close to my face. All right, so let's go in with the Dream Matte Mousse from Maybelline. And I'm going to use my thicker blending brush. I like the way it applies a lot better with this brush than with fingers. Okay. It has more of a full coverage effect using this brush. And in actuality, I actually use less than when applying with my fingers. Yeah. And I also noticed I didn't like the way this Dream Matte Mousse applied with fingers either. I felt like it was patchy and a little streaky. And I noticed with this brush, any foundation will look good. Honestly, any foundation will look good with this brush. Did you see that? It went around behind my back, and my hand flipped around it like this, and then I caught it down by my hip. All right. Now, we're gonna put that away. I forgot to do the lips, do little lip scrub. Okay. That's rough. At the same time that's rough, it feels good. Okay. So I often have dry lips, so I like to put the lip scrub on them, because within an hour or so of the time I get up, they'll be flaky, and I can't stand that. My coffee is cold. And then I had to put regular milk in because I ran out of creamer. So, I don't know. I can make a container of creamer last like two weeks. My niece comes over here, and I swear to God, she does not know how to use proper measurements with anything, like cleaning supplies. If she's like, "Oh, I'll clean your bathroom for you," I'm very grateful that she likes to do things to help me, because there are times that it's difficult. But my God, you don't have to use a whole bottle of spick and span just to clean the bathroom. I mean, it doesn't take that. You don't need a whole container of cleanser to clean the bathroom. Well, it's getting cleaned every 2 or 3 days. You don't need a whole thing. You don't need half a gallon of laundry detergent to do 1 load of laundry. this, you don't need a half a container of creamer for 1 cup of coffee. That's smaller than this one. What the hell? I'm sorry. That came out bitchy. Well, it was meant that way though. It really was. I won't lie and say it wasn't. Okay, we're gonna spray again. All right. Now I want to pick a blush. And I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this complex culture, and it is in Flusterated. That's the color of it. And we're gonna pick a nice little brush here. This is one of my favorites. Dip, dip. All right. See how else all I did? Dip, dip. I think I need a little bit more over here. I think I got a little more on the second dip. But, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my nose. So we'll put that away. And I do want to do a little contour on my nose. So we're gonna get, I'm gonna get out the Avon FMG Colors of Love Glow Bomb. It's actually a bronzing stick, but I like to use this one for contour. I do have some other contours that they're powder ones, and I just don't like them. I don't like it. I'm like this bronzer more as a contour here. So I'm gonna do that down the sides of my nose and up to my eyebrow. See how light that is? I'm just gonna, I'm going light today. Okay, I'm just gonna, all right. I'll put a little here, a little here. Okay, and then, okay, we can put this back. We can put these things away as we go. Makes life so much easier. I'm not, you'll notice I'm not doing a full contour today. I'm not doing this on the cheeks and all that. I mean, I like that, but sometimes we just don't need all that. So, put that here, put that brush away, and I do want to use a little highlighter. Today I'm going to use the Pacifica. This is a Glimmer Shimmer palette, and it comes with Glimmer Shimmer, which is this side, and then a blush over here, which is this side. We're not going to use that blush today, but we are going to use the little highlight. So I like this brush right here for a highlight brush. So we're going to go into that, and I'm just going to put it down the nose like that. Dip again. Go over my eyebrows here. And then a little bit on my chin. Let's get that. A little bit more. Okay. Just like that. Maybe we should have put a little bit on the cheeks. Okay, let's go into that. I just swirled it around a little. And go here. And here. This side it showed up a little bit more because I pressed a little bit harder. Okay. So, and you noticed I was holding the brush down here. That's because I wanted a little bit more pressure. I wanted the color to show up more without dipping into it more. So you're holding your brush down here, you're going to get the ultimate amount of pressure, and you get the ultimate payoff. If you're holding your brush about here, that's medium pressure, medium payoff. If you're holding your brush down here, that is going to give you very light coverage. So, like, see, there's still stuff in the brush, but I don't want a whole lot more coverage. I just want to use up what's in that brush. Watch, I'm gonna dip in again. See, very light. All right, let us pick a mascara now. I'm not finding any mascara that I really like recently. So yesterday was it yesterday? I think it was. We used the complex culture. I noticed that I had raccoon cheeks, and I didn't like that yesterday. I did not like that at all. That was just terrible. There is a way to prevent I just realized something else I should have done last night. That's okay. We'll do that another time. It's something with brushes and a concealer trick I want to show you, but it won't be today. So anyway, I've used the Huda Beauty mascara with you. The Legit Lashes, didn't like it. I have used the Complex Culture one. I will say that I like it more than I like the Huda Beauty, but I wasn't really fond of it. I had bad raccoon eyes, so actually worse than I had with the Huda Beauty, but the Huda Beauty it just wasn't doing it it just wasn't doing it. Lengthening, no. Curl, no. Volume, no. And that's exactly what this is supposed to do. It's the Legit Lashes. And I'm going to turn it over. See how you can see it says volume? And this side it says curl and length. So this mascara is designed to do it all, and it did none of it. Hate it. This one I've complained about many times and said I did not like this mascara. It is the Iden Beauty Lash Snack. Turns out I like this better than those other two. Okay, so there's one coat. You can definitely tell the difference from this eye to this eye. Let me come up closer. I don't have a zoom feature on here, so my zoom is okay. So that's one coat. Now we're going to do the second eye. Okay. I'm going to go back into the first. Oh, That second eye is definitely much better. I think you might be able to see it now. We got a little trick that we need to do as well. I want to show you. I didn't do it yesterday or with the Huda Beauty mascara because I wanted to see if it was going to flake or transfer, and it did. So here's the little trick. Okay. We're going to do the bottom ones. Okay, let's do this side. Okay. Oops, I got a little bit. I bumped myself. Okay, there we go. That came right off. This is a trick to not having transfer on your from mascara from this to this. So you take one of your powders, whichever one you like. I'm using the By Terry today, and you take one of your spoolies. You can see there's just a little bit of powder here. I'm gonna run the spoolie through the powder. And I think this side needs a little bit more. We don't want to get a whole lot of powder on, see, because that just took, like, I was trying to show you how to do something and I messed up. So, I showed you too well. We're going to recoat this one. And actually, there's a little powder on those lashes. So, this mascara might actually show up better. I think it does. Okay. So, but anyway, you just get the tiniest bit of powder. And you go like this, just at the ends. And that will keep it from transferring. I think I want to do the same thing with this eye. So I just powdered it. I'm going to re-mascara it. Okay. You just put, the idea is that you just put the smallest amount of powder at the end of your lashes. And then that keeps it from transferring mascara to your under eye area. But I know maybe this powder is just too white, and I should use a different one, because that just like completely covering the lashes today. Or maybe I just didn't like dip the right size brush in there. And actually the one I used with you today to do that is not the one I typically use. So I use one that where did it go? I think it's in, oh, this is the one I use, and it's just a dollar store one. So but you can easily bend it so you can get down in the powder a lot better. Also, these are actually better for doing eyebrows as well, if you're going to do it like a soap brow or anything, because you can maneuver this brush, unlike the one I just had. So let me finish off this little bit of coffee. And now we should pick a lip. Let's pick, now I haven't used this one. This is the Avon Cashmere Lip Cream, and it is in the color I can't read. I am not going to use any lip liner today. I am just going to lightly spread the lip cream, and I'm going to pounce it. Okay. Now this one would look so much better with some jewelry, wouldn't it, folks? And my hair down. So actually that's what I'm going to do next, is take the hair down. All right. My little scrunchy thing's getting all twisted out of shape already. My hair is still wet because I had a shower. It was so, sometimes sometimes when I have a hard time sleeping, if I go take a bath or a shower, I'll relax enough to go to sleep. Well, that didn't happen today, today, last night, whatever. But I did fill up the tub with hot water. Not all hot, just the right amount, where your feet feel warm when you get in, but you can sink comfortably down in it. And I put, you know what? You can't tell as much in the camera, I think, as I can tell in real life. I have too much highlighter on my nose. Yeah. Ooh, too much. So we do need to take care of that. And I'm going to go back in with the By Terry hyaluronic powder. I'm going to use my little beauty blender puff. Let's see, there's already enough in the cap. We just tap that off, tap into it. And I'm going to tap my nose. Oh, that's much better. I'm going to tap. Yeah, I typically don't use powder, but I do use it for certain things. So I'm just powdering under my eye, just a tiny little bit. Since I powdered my nose, I wanted to do, kind of even things out. Yeah. All right. My roots are dry. The rest of my hair is still wet. What I'm going to do now, I think we're just going to go with this nice straight hair today. I don't know. I am going to go in with some dry shampoo. Now, why you might ask why I'm using dry shampoo when I just washed my hair? Because you want to put the dry shampoo in before you start getting oily and greasy. Why? Because it's going to be there right away to start soaking it up. And rather than it getting oily and greasy, and then you try to use the dry shampoo and maybe it doesn't work for you. Just do it right away. Don't need a lot. This bottle is only $7. Typically, this will last me a month and a half. You don't need a lot. But there is one thing that you do want to do. I mean, you don't, it's actually not a necessary, but it's ideal. So, after you spray the dry shampoo, you want to blow dry it into your hair. I'm going to put this is the Laurent. See this? It's very light. It's less than a pound. I got it on the cool shot. All right. So you just put it on the cool shot. You don't need to use heat, but it is good to just blow dry your hair a little bit after you put the dry shampoo in it. So why, you may ask? Well, let me tell you why. Because it distributes it through your hair. That's why. So yes, I am rolling my hair back up. I want to let this have time to be curly or wavier before we do our live at approximately 10 to 10:15. So, all that being done, I'm going to take very inexpensive product here, $1.25, Aquanet. Now, I like others as well, but let's face it, most of us are on a budget. Let's use the Aquanet. Use whatever's cheapest or whatever suits you, but you know, personally, I like my favorite is the Aussie, the Mega spray. That's my favorite. I probably would have gone with that, but the store I went to didn't have it. So I looked around and I saw maybe 3 or 4 different hair sprays. A lot of them were non-aerosol, just pumps. I don't like that. Give me the aerosol can, please. I feel that it does a better job of spraying your hair. You can more evenly distribute it, so I go with that. You don't need a lot of it. You just saw how I just barely sprayed it. By the time that we come through, then this is going to have, well, for our next live today, it will have had time to set up and dry, so that this will have a nice wave when I take it down. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys see the outfit I have on now, and then I will be back between 10 and 10:15 to show you the rest of the clothes. So what I'm doing, the other day I did a stitch fit. Anyway, I did a clothes haul with you of brand new clothes. And today, what I'm doing is actually going through my dresser and closets, and I'm pulling out other sizes. We're gonna try those on. And I feel that too, anytime that I add something new to my wardrobe, then something else needs to go. So we're gonna try these things on and see if we're gonna get rid of any of it. And if so, then I get to have a brand new pair of jeans. If not, then I get to send a brand new pair of jeans back. But right now, this is what we got. These are size, they're either 14 or, hold on, tags in the back. Okay, these are the 14s. I think these are, wait a minute, hold on, because I got a couple other white pairs here. No, these are the 16s. Okay, because the 14s are over here. So, I got a pile there for us to go through. But this is what I'm wearing at present. I got a couple of shirts to try on with those pants. And I will see you at 10 to 10:15. Thank you.